Focus VBS. Can you believe it? We've had so much fun with you this week, seeing how we can take a closer look and grow in our relationship with God. It's time to have a little review of what we've learned so far.
That sounds like a test. How about we make it a game and we have to guess and remember what we've learned? Oh, I love guessing games.
Okay, here we go. We learned we can focus on what we can see. That's right. That our big, powerful God created everything and everyone we see, and that He cares about each one of us and what's going on in our lives. We learned that we can hear from God. Awesome. By reading the Bible, God's Word. You can follow God's big story through history and discover what it means for your life today. We've learned that we can talk with others about what we believe. You can ask questions and talk with others who follow Him. Maybe they've discovered something that can help you. Or maybe as you talk about Him, you can discover something new together. How else can we focus on God? We've learned that we can pray anytime, anywhere, about anything. You can talk to God and be honest with Him. Remember that He's always there for you, no matter what.
Way to go! That was awesome!
We can do all these things to focus on God and discover more about Him. And the best part is we can choose to do them every single day. It doesn't just have to be about what we do here at VBS. We can make a habit of living differently and focusing on God no matter what's going on around us.
Today, we'll talk about one more awesome way we can focus on God that's all about the way we act every single day. Now, all of you can jump up on your feet because it's time for us to put our focus on God and worship Him together.
I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Come sunshine or rain, when things don't go my way, still my joy can stay. 'Cause you give me blessings every day. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. You fill my heart with hope. You're everywhere I go. So even if I'm feeling low, to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul, I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Whoa, 'cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy, yeah. 'Cause I've got joy. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. Oh, I've got joy.
That was so fun, you guys. I love to worship God with all of you. It really helps me to focus on Him. I want to learn more about how we can focus on God in everyday lives. So I think it's time that we take a closer look.
Here I come! Hey guys, it's me, Kyle. I didn't know if you'd recognize me without the lights on and with the flashlight, but today we are playing flashlight tag in the lab, which means I might have to...
Kyle!
Be right back.
Where are you? Hi, guys. Have any of you seen Kyle? I'm trying to catch him.
You're never gonna catch me!
I heard you! I heard you! Oh, wrong way. Oh. Kyle! Kyle!
Thanks for that. Man, it is crazy back there. Everything is so dark. You can't see anything. It's like a maze in the lab. You're tripping over things. You're running into things.
I'm fine.
I better go check on her. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, where was I? I was talking about lights, flashlight tag. What else?
Gotcha!
Ow!
Kyle! Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Wilson just got me.
I'm the king.
Okay, King. Hey, do you mind putting the spotlight on me real quick? Okay, yeah. Perfect. Light illuminates everything that we see, and even some things that we can't. So today on A Closer Look, we're talking about just that. Stay tuned. Samantha? Samantha? When we think about light, we usually think about lamps or the sun, but there's so many different ways to use light, like,
Kyle,
Hey, no spoilers, please.
Kyle, I am your friend.
light isn't just something out of bulbs or from the sun. Light is also lasers.
Oh,
But what good do lasers even do?
well, they look cool.
But looking cool isn't a reason to be talking about it on this show. I mean, this is science that we're dealing with here, people. What's the practical application?
First, the fact that you care about the content of this show means the world to me, so thank you. And second, lasers can be used in so many different ways. It can help shape people's eyes so they can see better.
Oh, like LASIK. Yeah, you know, my dad had that done before we couldn't even read a stop sign, but now we can read the newspaper over my mom's shoulder when they're in separate rooms.
Wow, exactly. And there's also LiDAR.
Ooh, what's that?
Well, it's basically a radar that uses lasers. So we use light to scan entire areas to take an incredibly detailed photograph that we normally couldn't see with the naked eye. Check it out. Look, an entire ancient city covered by trees for hundreds of years, and we discovered it using LiDAR. See, the city couldn't be seen because the trees had covered it up, but we found it with light using LiDAR.
Plus, they sound super cool.
Yeah, they do. Also, because high-powered lasers are accurate over long distances, we can measure things like elevation very
Houston, we have a problem.
very accurately. But that's some of the small picture stuff about light. But what about the big picture stuff, like about supporting life on our planet? Well, we're gonna talk about all of that right after this. Yeah.
I love light. Light bulbs, light from stars, light from the sun, lightning bugs, a light rain, or wait, that's not the same meaning. Oh, I know, lightsabers, an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Or wait, even better. This little light of mine, or this one. He is a light, light of the world, and he shines.
I love that song about Jesus, who is our light. Let's see what Kellen can teach us today about the light of the world, Jesus.
Well, hello there. Who are you looking at? You looking at me? Huh? You looking at me? Are we rolling? Oh, hello. I'm Kellen, and we've been having a lot of fun taking a closer look at the world around us. So I have a mirror here, but it's not just any mirror. It's a two-way mirror. The way it works is that one person can see through it from the side where it's darker, and the person on the other side sees a reflection of themselves when the light is on them. So here's me, but when I stand behind it and change the lighting, can you see me now? Cool, right? I'm seeing a reflection of myself, but if we change the lights again, I see you. Cool, right? Alrighty, well, we'll come back to that later. So our story today actually comes from two different books of the Bible. Now, they're both pretty famous passages. The first is from the book of Matthew, where the Pharisees are asking a question of Jesus. First, let me explain who the Pharisees were. They were a group of religious leaders who tried to honor God by following a bunch of religious rules. The problem was, they focused so much on following the rules that they didn't love God or other people very well. They also didn't like how Jesus claimed to be the Son of God, and they didn't like how everyone seemed to be following after him. When one of the Pharisees asked his question, he was really trying to put Jesus to the test and see if Jesus might say something that would get him in trouble. So he asked Jesus this question: which is the greatest commandment in the law? Now, the law he was referring to was the law in the Old Testament that had lots of rules. Lots of rules for all kinds of things, like what kind of work you could do on certain days of the week, or making sure you covered your water wells, or to not eat owls. Seriously, it's in there. Check it out. So Jesus answers them and says, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your mind. This is the first and most important commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Everything that is written in the law and the prophets is based on these two commandments." Jesus basically sums up the law with those 4 verses. There are more than 600 rules in the Old Testament, And Jesus says here what you need to do. Love God, love people. That's it. Crazy, right? But how do we love someone? I mean, what is love? The Apostle Paul had some things to say about love in the book of 1 Corinthians. Paul said, "Love is patient, love is kind. Love does not dishonor others." He also says that love does not look out for its own interests. Love is full of joy. It always protects. It never gives up. Love never fails. Now, that's a lot of beautiful words about love, but what does it look like in our everyday life? What does it look like for love to be patient? Okay, what if your little brother or sister has destroyed the Lego tower you built for the third or fourth time? Showing them love might mean that you're patient and that you don't get angry at them. What does it look like for love to be kind? Well, maybe there's a new kid at school or at camp, and maybe they don't look or sound like you or any of your friends. It may not be easy, but to show that person love means to show kindness. Invite them to sit with you at lunch or play with you at recess, even if your other friends don't want to. What does it look like for love to never fail? That's a big one, right? To say that love never fails? Well, I don't think Paul was saying that love is always easy. It's not. And sometimes we might feel that love has failed when you try to show someone kindness or patience and they make fun of you or they ignore you. But I think maybe Paul is saying that we can't give up. And if we continue to show people love, it will change them and change us, even if we can't see it immediately. I think it's also good to remember that God is described as love, and what God did by sending us his son Jesus will never fail. Even when we mess up, God still loves us, and we can show that same love to others. Here, let me show you something. So we're back at this two-way mirror. Remember that it works because of light. When you light up one side of the mirror and lower the light on the other side, the person that has the light shining on them is able to be seen. So when I shine the light on myself, I can look in the mirror and see myself. Hey, Kellen. But when we turn the light down on ourselves and we turn the light up on the other side of the mirror, we turn the light on others. We turn the focus on other people and we can see who they are and what they need. When we take a closer look at others, we're able to see them as God sees them and live for God by loving them. Pretty incredible, right? So, as you go home and as you meet new friends in the next few weeks, remember that you can live for God by showing others God's love. And keep a lookout because there are so many things to learn about God when you take a closer look. I'll see you guys next time.
Jesus made it so clear. The most important thing we can do is to love God and love others. We can focus on what Jesus did for us, and then we can choose to show his love to the people around us.
We can take the focus off of ourselves and what we want and instead put the focus on other people. We can try to understand where they are coming from. We can pay attention and see what they need. We can treat others the way that we want to be treated and love them like God loves them. We can live for God by loving others. Love is the greatest thing we could ever do. It's the most important thing God asks of us. In any situation, the answer to the question is love. Let's check back in with our friends from Closer Look and see how light can help us love others.
Do you ever wonder how we got this amazing world around us? It's all because of 4 little words. Let there be.
Oh, I know this one. Oh, light!
Light is the main source for life on our planet. Light is the sole source for food creation on our planet. For instance, we need light to grow our fruits and our vegetables. But have you ever wondered why? It's all because of a little process known as photosynthesis. Here's how it works. The sun shines on us, and the plants use that energy to turn carbon dioxide, which we cannot breathe, into oxygen.
And oxygen is what we breathe. So next time you take a deep breath, think a plant. Because plants are pretty important. Thanks, plants.
We need light to see, yes, but light comes in a spectrum that makes our world beautiful. For instance, if we didn't have this various spectra of light, our world might look like...
I don't like it.
Oh man, I got Neapolitan. How am I gonna know which one's the chocolate?
But because we do have different kinds of light, our world looks like...
Figured it out.
From clean solar energy to maintaining the Earth's temperature to letting us know when to go to sleep at night, light plays a huge role in our everyday life. Everything we do here at A Closer Look requires light. After all, we need light to take a closer look.
Oh. Hey, buddy.
Did you leave any ice cream for me?
We left you a little strawberry.
A plant that gets the right amount of sunlight will thrive and grow.
I am so full of sun energy, I could not be more psyched.
But if the plant doesn't get the right amount of light,
What?
people can be the same way. Sometimes when a light isn't shining on someone, we can't see the details of them in their life. That's why we gotta do everything we can to light others up, shining a light on others and showing them love. Well, hey Wilson, can you fix that spotlight, please?
Got it.
This feels wonderful.
When I shine a light on Samantha, I can see how enthusiastic she is. And I can also see that she likes it when others are just as enthusiastic as her. I know that she gets excited about even my craziest idea. Way to bring the fun, Samantha!
Oh, hey, thanks, Kyle.
And when I shine a light on Wilson, I can see how smart he is and how he makes all of us smarter.
It's true.
And I won't let his grumpiness get in the way of telling me so.
Aw.
What are you doing to shine a light on your friends? How are you seeing them better? Well, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us and for taking a closer look.
Oh, I wanna.
Yeah.
High five again. Ready? High five!
You're doing it!
Charlie!
I did not secure that, guys. I am so sorry.
I don't know about you, but I want to live for God. I want to put my focus on Him and then to let my life show others how good He is. I want to show love to the people He's put all around me. After all, Jesus said that's the most important thing we can do. Here's the really great news. That's something we can do every day. Every day we can find ways to be patient and kind. We can look for chances to show the kind of love God shows us, the kind of love that never, ever fails.
It can be pretty simple when you're on the lookout. Just stop and think to yourself, what would I want someone to do for me? Then go out and do it. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. Think of others instead of just thinking of yourself. Put your focus on what God has done for you, and then live your life differently because of it. You can live for God by loving others.
I have had the best week with you while we discovered all the different ways we can focus on God. We may not be able to see God, but we can take a closer look and discover more and more about him every day. We can put our trust in what we can't see because of what we can see. And every day, we can learn to trust him more and more.
If we really want to follow God, though, there's one thing that will always show how much he has changed us on the inside. There's one thing that will always show what a difference he's made in our lives. People will know we follow God when we choose to show love.
First, we have to focus on him and remember all that he's done for us. Then, we can love others as a response to how much he loves us. Jesus himself said that after loving him, there's nothing more important that we can do than to love the people around us.
I bet you've got some great ideas for our question of the day. How do you focus on others? It's not always easy to take the spotlight off of ourselves and put it on someone else, but we can do it with God's help.
Let's sing our theme song one more time and tell God that we want to always focus on him.
Thanks for joining us for Focus VBS. We hope to see you again soon.
This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I'll live it loud, I'll shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you. This is my faith, this is my focus, all of my days. I know where my hope is, I'll live it loud, I'll shout the chorus, because I know, oh, you're always for us. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And even when it's hard for me to see, I will trust in you, I will believe. And keep on looking to you for where I'm going, knowing you go there too. I'll keep on looking to you. I'll fix my eyes on you. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. You are my only focus. I fix my eyes on you, oh yeah. Woo! You ready? Come on, let's go. Hands in the air, hands in the air. I know you're there, I know you're there. Anywhere, oh. Anywhere. I fix my eyes on you, you. Hands in the air, hands in the air. I know you're there, I know you're there. Anywhere. I fix my eyes on you, and keep on looking to you for where I'm going. No, you go there too. I'll keep on